Hey everyone, Mick from Detectronics Australia here. Today I'd like to introduce to you the new Nugget Finder 13x9 Evo Mark II. So this is a spiral wound coil built in the image of my very good 12x8. It behaves exactly the same as that one in the test patch and out in the field. It runs really nice. So for settings on this coil, we can actually run the mod settings absolutely flat out. Ground permitting, of course. If you're in very hot ground, you're not going to be able to run the gain control up at absolute maximum. But if you're in reasonable sort of ground, you'll be able to get maximum frequency, maximum gain. The switch here in the up position. We're in fine gold, mono setting there. Rightio, we'll give it a swing on the ground. Just ground balance that. Got the gain and stabilizer on about 2 in the back, and quiet audio, very slow motion. So just a small surface target here. Target 1 in my other videos. Coming down to the second target, which is a shotgun pellet at roughly 4 inches. Now I've got an additional target here. This is a specimen. Contains 1.5 grams of gold in it. On a standard 5000, that does not even go boo if you rub it on the coil. The SDC gets a bit of a response, maybe an inch. The 6000, roughly 3, maybe 4 inches. And we get about the same on the modified 5. That's a very difficult piece of gold to detect. So we've got target 3 from the last video. Picks that up nice. We've also got another target up here, which the cameraman found with his 6000 before we did the video here. So this is just off the ground. I'll shift that rock there away. So we can compare that with the 6000 a little later on. Just move that back so we know where that is. Then from my other videos, we've got the other targets down here. A little bit of a target there too. So this one here is a bit of a deeper target. Then we've got this small target here. You can lift the coil reasonably off the ground to get that one. We're coming up to what's, I believe, is probably about 0.2 at 4 inches. You can lift the coil quite a bit up for that.
Staying beautifully in balance.
Certainly is.
Especially with all this hard wet ground.
That's right, yeah, very wet ground. You know, the flat wound coils have been renowned for being noisy in wet ground, which they certainly aren't noisy in this wet ground. So last target that we've got here is a 22 bullet buried down at 9 inches. That's just the lead slug out of the end of the 22 bullet. It's that nice dipping signal just there. So that is the modified level 4 Gpx5000 with the Evo 13x9 on there. Alright, back with the 6000, we've got the 12x7 Exceed Nugget Finder coil on here. It's on sensitivity 4 and in difficult. So we'll go back over the same targets. So this is target number 1 coming up.
Not as clean a signal as the 5, is it?
No. That's the shotgun pellet, about 4 inches. Wave it over this specimen. So it's touching right on the bottle. Now this is an air test, I do realise that, but the important thing is the detector ground balances and can be swung on the ground. So target 3. You really have to be right over that one to hear it. And we've got target 4 coming up.
And your little new one over there too.
Oh, yep, sorry, we've got to try this one out here. So I'll just shift this rock away. So this is the response of the 6000 with the coil scrubbed on the ground.
If you lift it up, it's gone.
You can just hear that. It's about an inch off the ground. Rightio. So coming down to the old 4th target. Then 5th target, which is a small one. Seventh target, which is the roughly 0.2 at 4 inches-ish. And then coming up to the last target, 22 bullet, the lead slug in the end, buried down at 9 inches. It's just there.
Doesn't sound like you can hear it.
Just pop that into normal. There we go, we can hear that in normal. So now I'm going to go back over the test site in normal. Everything else is still the same. I've still got the sensitivity on 4.
No, he's everywhere.
You're doing a bit of digging.
He's doing a lot of digging.
Maybe I should.
Yeah. You'll be disappointed.
So coming up to the 0.2 at 4 inches. That's a small target there. Slightly bigger, deeper target, this one. It's that new target that just found earlier. Specimen. Shotgun pellet, about 4 inches. And a small surface target. So that is the 6 on the test patch. Righto everybody, I have a standard Gpx5000 here. I'm just going to start it up and do a factory reset on it. I'm going to go all settings, and I'm going to pop it into deep on the front. It's in special, mono, over to fixed. Just make sure it should be in fine gold. Yep, special fine. And I'll go back to manual tune. Right. I'll just adjust that threshold a little bit too. Get that a bit better. Alright. So first target coming up. Absolutely nothing. Second target, shotgun pellet, 4 inches. Nothing. Specimen, 1.5 grams of gold. Nothing. Third target, small whatever it is. A little bit of a dip there, but that's probably more a ground noise than any target because it should be a rising signal target. So coming up to the fourth target. We're in deep. Sorry, hang on. I'm going to just change this to be normal on the audio because it's in inverted, which is the standard thing for deep. So that sounds right. There we go. There's a very slight response. Alright, coming up to the target that's about 0.24 inches. So that's response scrubbing the coil on the ground. A couple of inches up, completely gone. So now coming up for the last target, the 22 bullet, 9 inches. So it's a 22 bullet, 9 inches. So that is the standard 5 with the 13x9 Evo Mark II on there, compared against the 6000 and the modified 5 with level 4 mods, same coil. Righto, thanks for watching.